In a country smaller than many states, land was borrowed from the sea, streets belonged to bikes, and design meets tradition at every corner. This is the Netherlands, compact, creative, and endlessly surprising. A third of the country lies below sea level. For centuries, the Dutch have tamed water with dikes, polders, and world-class engineering. Think of the Netherlands as an amphitheater of water, always present, carefully choreographed. Our journey brings us to a city that feels both like a grand, open-air museum and a fiercely contemporary metropolis. This is Amsterdam, a name that conjures images of shimmering canals, impossibly narrow houses, and a rhythm of life dictated not by the engine, but by the pedal. Arriving here is a sensory immersion. The first thing you notice isn't a roar of traffic, but a symphony of gentler sounds. The cheerful ding of a tram, the lapping of water against centuries-old stone, and the near-constant, almost subliminal whirring of bicycle chains. It's a city built on water and dreams, where history isn't confined to textbooks. It's etched into every brick, every bridge, and every gabled facade that leans precariously over the water, as if sharing a secret with its own reflection. The heart of this storybook setting is the Grachtengordel, the 17th-century canal belt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's a masterpiece of urban planning, a concentric web of waterways that defines the city's character. These aren't just canals, they are liquid highways, flanked by living history. The houses that line them are a spectacle in themselves. Notice their narrowness, a clever response to an old tax system based on facade width. And look up. At the peak of their gables, you'll see hoisting hooks. These aren't just decoration. They are a practical solution for moving furniture into the upper floors, a testament to Dutch ingenuity. Each gable tells a story, from the simple step gables of early merchants to the more ornate neck and bell gables of the Golden Age, each a symbol of the wealth and ambition that flowed through this city. To truly feel Amsterdam, you must get lost in its neighborhoods. We begin in the Jordaan, once a working-class district, now a bohemian paradise of art galleries, independent shops, and cozy cafes. Its true magic, however, lies in its hidden hofjes, secluded inner courtyards that offer an unexpected moment of tranquility away from the city buzz. From there, we wander into de Negen Straatjes, or the 9 Streets. This micro-neighborhood is a curated dream for shoppers who value character over chains. Here, you'll find everything from artisan cheese and handmade jewelry to vintage treasures, all tucked into beautiful, historic buildings. For a more raucous and delicious experience, we head to the Albert Kuip Market. This is Amsterdam at its most vibrant and multicultural. Follow your nose to a stall making fresh stroopwafels, the iconic Dutch caramel waffle cookie that is best eaten warm, gooey, and right on the spot. If you're feeling adventurous, try the raw herring. It's a national delicacy, and for the Dutch, a rite of passage. Served with pickles and onions, it's a surprisingly fresh, salty taste of the sea. The market is a feast for the senses, a place to snack, to browse, and to simply watch the world go by. But Amsterdam's soul is also found in its moments of profound reflection. A visit to the Anne Frank House is an essential, deeply moving experience. It's a powerful, somber reminder of the city's wartime history and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. Standing in the quiet of the secret annex, you connect with history on a level that is both personal and universal. It's a place of pilgrimage, and a visit requires quiet contemplation and respect. To see the city's future, you just have to cross the water. A short, free ferry ride across the IJ River takes you to Amsterdam Noord. This former industrial shipyard has been reborn as the city's creative and architectural frontier. Here, sleek, modern structures like the IY Film Museum stand in stark contrast to the 17th-century gables across the water, proving that Amsterdam is a city that honors its past while boldly building its future. Now, let's talk about the single most defining feature of Dutch life. It's not the canals, the cheese, or the tulips. It's the bicycle. Here, cycling isn't a hobby, a sport, or a weekend activity. It's the fundamental mechanism of society. It is the great equalizer. You'll see students, parents, pensioners, and politicians in suits, all sharing the same red asphalt paths. This wasn't an accident. In the mid-20th century, Dutch cities were becoming choked with cars. and child traffic fatalities were soaring. Grassroots movements, most famously Stop de Kindermoord or Stop the Child Murder, demanded safer streets and a return to human-centric urban design. The government listened, and the result is the cycling paradise we see today. The quintessential Dutch bike is the Oma Fiets, or grandma bike. It's heavy, often has only one gear, and features back pedal brakes. It's designed for comfort and practicality, not for speed, with an upright posture that lets you see the world around you. Then there's its bigger cousin, the Bakfiets, or cargo bike. This is the Dutch family minivan. Parents use them to transport children, groceries, furniture, and pets. It's a symbol of a life built around efficiency, community, and fresh air. The commitment to cycling is written into the very infrastructure. There are over 35,000 kilometers of dedicated, protected bike paths in the country. The red asphalt is sacred ground. There are roundabouts engineered to give cyclists priority, tunnels that go under busy motorways, and even dedicated bicycle traffic lights. And when you arrive at your destination, you'll find parking on an epic scale. Bike garages like the one at Utrecht Central Station are architectural marvels, holding tens of thousands of bikes in multi-story structures. It's a system that makes cycling the easiest, fastest, and most logical choice for getting around. To ride here is to join a beautifully choreographed dance, and there are steps you need to know. The official etiquette is simple. Keep to the right, signal your turns by extending your arm, and always use lights at night. It's the law. But the unwritten rules are just as important. Never, ever stop in the middle of a bike lane. Look over your shoulder before you swerve. And listen for the polite but firm ring of a bell behind you. It's the Dutch way of saying, "Excuse me, coming through." For visitors, the most important rule is to treat the bike lane like a highway. Look left, then right, then left again before you cross. Stepping out without looking is a mistake you only make once. To cycle in Amsterdam is to experience the city as it's meant to be seen. You're not a tourist looking in through a window, you are part of the city's circulatory system, part of its living, breathing rhythm. It's a feeling of absolute freedom, of being connected to the streets, the air, and the people around you. It's the quiet glide past a canal at dawn, the rush of wind as you join the morning commute, and the simple, profound joy of moving through one of the world's most beautiful cities on two wheels. Utrecht is Amsterdam's relaxed cousin, medieval core, waterside terraces tucked below street level, and the Dom Tower watching over everything. Perfect for low-angle canal shots and a slow evening stroll. Bombed in W. Rotterdam reinvented itself. Sharp lines, bold concepts, and Europe's largest port. Architecture here is a playground, from a market hall shaped like an arch to a museum you can walk on. Our journey continues south, to a city that holds a unique position, not just in the Netherlands, but on the world stage. Welcome to The Hague, or Den Haag, the nation's political heart, and the international city of peace and justice. While Amsterdam is the official capital, this is where the government resides, where royal decrees are made, and where global disputes are settled. It's a city of stately avenues, historic palaces, and profound responsibility. But The Hague holds a delightful secret, a dual identity that perfectly encapsulates the Dutch spirit of balance. It's a place where you can discuss international law in the morning and have sand between your toes by the afternoon. The political core of the Netherlands is the Binnenhof, a stunning complex of buildings that has been the center of Dutch governance for over 800 years. It's one of the oldest parliamentary complexes in the world, still in use. Walking through its gates feels like stepping into the pages of a history book, where centuries of decisions have shaped the nation. Nearby stands the magnificent Peace Palace, a temple dedicated to the ideal of global harmony. Funded by philanthropist Andrew Carnegie and inaugurated in 1913, it houses the International Court of Justice, the United Nations principal judicial organ, and the Permanent Court of Arbitration. Its very existence is a powerful statement, a testament to the global pursuit of resolving conflict not with weapons, but with words and wisdom. Yet, The Hague's gravitas is beautifully balanced by a world-class cultural scene. Housed in a breathtaking 17th-century mansion is the Mauritshuis, a jewel box of a museum containing some of the most iconic works of the Dutch Golden Age. Here, you can come face to face with Vermeer's enigmatic girl with a pearl earring. Her gaze is captivating today as it was centuries ago. You'll find Rembrandt's dramatic The Anatomy Lesson of Dr. Nicolaes Tulp, and Karel Fabricius's delicate masterpiece, The Goldfinch. For a different kind of artistic immersion, the Escher in Het Palais Museum, located in a former royal winter palace, plunges you into the mathematically inspired, impossible worlds of M.C. Escher. It's a playful, perspective-shifting experience that reminds you this city of rules also knows how to bend them. And then, there's the sea. A short tram ride from the city's formal heart, the atmosphere shifts completely. You arrive in Scheveningen, pronounced Scheveningen, the Hague's bustling seaside resort. The air tastes of salt, the soundtrack is of seagulls and crashing waves, and the vibe is pure, laid-back leisure. The famous pier juts out into the North Sea, offering amusements and panoramic views. This is where diplomats and locals alike come to unwind, to trade suits for surf gear, and to enjoy fresh herring from a seaside stall. This contrast, from the polished halls of justice to the wild, windswept dunes, is the city's masterstroke. Politics in the morning, sunset over the North Sea in the evening, that's the very Dutch art of balance. Music shifts to something more uplifting and wondrous. In the spring, a short drive from The Hague, the Dutch landscape undergoes a breathtaking transformation. This is the Bollenstreek, the bulb region. What for most of the year is flat, green farmland erupts into a geometric carpet of impossible color. For several weeks, the ground itself seems to be celebrating, painted in bold, beautiful stripes of tulips, hyacinths, and daffodils. This isn't just a pretty sight, it's the heart of a global industry. The Netherlands is the world's flower shop, and these fields are its spectacular, living warehouse, a testament to centuries of horticultural expertise. The sheer scale is hard to comprehend, a man-made wonder that rivals any natural phenomenon. At the heart of this region is the world-famous Keukenhof, often called the Garden of Europe. If the flower fields are the epic, raw backdrop, Keukenhof is the curated theater. It is one of the world's largest flower gardens, but it feels like a series of intimate, living art installations. Each year, over 7 million flower bulbs are planted by hand to create stunning, intricate designs that change with the season. It's a showcase, a living catalog for the Dutch flower industry, where every path reveals a new combination of color, texture, and fragrance. It's an overwhelming sensory experience, a place designed for pure, unadulterated joy. Now, a crucial point of etiquette. As tempting as it is to wade into that sea of color for the perfect photo, you must admire from the roadside. On-screen text overlay, "Do not enter the flower fields, it damages the crops." These fields are private property, they are the livelihood of farmers. Walking among the bulbs can damage them, and more importantly, spread diseases that can wipe out an entire crop. It's a matter of respect for the hard work that creates this beauty. The best way to experience them is by renting a bicycle and cycling the designated routes that weave through the region, or by taking a boat tour on the canals. You get incredible views without causing any harm. Remember, these are crops, not a public park. Be a respectful visitor, and this incredible landscape can be sustained for everyone to enjoy. From the ephemeral beauty of the flowers, we turn to the enduring icons of Dutch ingenuity, the windmills. And there is no place more emblematic of their power than Kinderdijk. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this is not a museum. It is a living monument to the Dutch battle against water. For centuries, these 19 guardians have stood sentinel, their sails turning in the wind, their powerful mechanics pumping water from the low-lying polder lands into the river. This is the essence of the phrase, God created the world, but the Dutch created the Netherlands. They literally built their country by pumping the water out, and windmills were the engines that made it possible. To visit Kinderdijk, especially in the quiet light of dawn or dusk, is to feel the immense history and quiet determination of a nation shaped by its relationship with the sea. Stepping inside one of these giants reveals the raw power at work. You can see the massive wooden gears interlocking, hear the creak of the timber frame, and feel the vibration as the wind is harnessed and converted into mechanical force. These weren't just picturesque landmarks, they were sophisticated machines, and for the millers and their families, they were also home. They represent a critical chapter in the story of technology, a sustainable solution that allowed people to not just survive but thrive on land that was once below sea level. If Kinderdijk is the solemn historical text, then Zandse is the lively interactive illustration. This enchanting village is a living museum, a carefully reconstructed neighborhood from the 18th and 19th centuries. Here, the story of windmills expands beyond water management to industry. You can visit windmills that are still grinding spices, filling the air with the scent of cinnamon, sawing wood, and pressing oil from seeds. It's a place where history hums with activity. You can watch a master craftsman transform a block of poplar wood into a classic Dutch clog in minutes, see how world-famous cheese is made, and wander among the iconic green-painted houses and workshops. While Kinderdijk inspires awe for its scale and purpose, Zandse delights the senses and offers a tangible connection to the crafts and commerce that built the Dutch Golden Age, one turn of the sail at a time. Move inland for silence, forests, drifting sands, and art hidden in the woods. When the heather blooms, hills glow purple like a velvet blanket. They call it the Venice of the North, but Giethoorn is calmer. No cars, just boats, birds, and the soft scrape of paddles. At the edge of the country, tides draw patterns in endless sand. The Wadden Islands are where you go to breathe. Down south, the vibe turns Burgundian. Maastricht feels like a weekend in France. Nearby Den Bosch hides canals beneath its streets and a sweet tooth the size of a truffle. Dutch food is comfort and surprise. Fresh herring for bravado, crispy bitterballen for beers, pillowy poffertjes for joy. Centuries of trade linger in the Indonesian rijsttafel. And yes, cheese. Lots of cheese. The calendar is a carousel. Orange seas on King's Day, rainbow canals at Pride, glowing nights in winter. Time your trip and you'll find a party, or a poem, waiting. From the Afsluitdijk that sealed a sea to the Maaslandkering that swings shut like a steel moon, Dutch engineering is a living shield. Water isn't the enemy, it's a neighbor with house rules. Before we say our goodbyes, let's talk logistics. Navigating the Netherlands is a masterclass in efficiency, and you'll want to be prepared. The public transport network, especially the NS train system, is your best friend for hopping between cities. It's fast, clean, and punctual to a degree that can feel almost supernatural. The easiest way to pay is with OV Pay. Forget buying paper tickets for every journey. You can simply tap your contactless debit card, credit card, or phone on the reader at the gate or pole when you start your journey, and crucially, tap out again when you arrive. The system automatically calculates the correct fare. A cheerful beep and a green light mean you're good to go. A different tone means you should check your card. Forgetting to tap out can result in being charged a penalty or the maximum day rate, so make it a habit. Tap in, tap out. It's a simple rhythm you'll pick up in no time. If you're staying longer or don't have a compatible card, consider an anonymous OV chip card, a reloadable card you can buy at stations. For planning, apps like 9292 or even Google Maps are incredibly reliable for real-time train, tram, and bus schedules. Now, for the true Dutch experience, the bicycle. Renting one is easy, with shops near every major station. You'll likely get a sturdy, single-speed city bike, or built for comfort, not speed. But the most important lesson you will learn is about security. You must, and I cannot stress this enough, lock it twice. Your rental will come with a built-in wheel lock, the IA, that immobilizes the back wheel. That's lock number 1. Lock number 2 is a heavy chain you must use to secure the frame of your bike to something immovable, like a bike rack or a lamppost. Bike theft is a national sport here, and an unlocked or poorly locked bike is seen as a charitable donation to the community. When you're riding, stick to the designated bike lanes, usually paved in red asphalt. Follow the flow of traffic. Use hand signals to indicate turns, and be mindful of scooters that sometimes share the lane. While you'll see almost no locals wearing helmets for casual city riding, don't feel shy about wearing one yourself. Safety and confidence are key to enjoying the ride. For the culture vultures, a word on museums. The Netherlands is home to some of the world's greatest artistic treasures, and everyone wants to see them. This means you absolutely must book your tickets online, often weeks or even months in advance for high-demand places like the Anne Frank House, the Van Gogh Museum, or the Keukenhof Gardens during Tulip season. Turning up on the day will likely lead to disappointment. Also, be a respectful visitor. Many museums, including the Anne Frank House and certain galleries in the Rijksmuseum, strictly prohibit photography and filming. This is to protect the artworks and, more importantly, to maintain a contemplative and respectful atmosphere for all visitors. When it comes to filming in public, the Dutch value their privacy. General, wide shots of city life are fine, but if you want to capture a close-up of a person, always ask for permission first. A simple, polite request is always appreciated. And a firm rule: never, ever film the workers in the windows of Amsterdam's red light district. It's a matter of basic human decency and respect. Finally, a quick note on weather. It's unpredictable. Pack layers and a good waterproof jacket even in summer. And, as the Dutch say, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. And so our journey through the Netherlands comes to a close. We began with water, and it's with water that we end. To truly understand this country is to understand its relationship with the sea. A battle, a dance, a partnership that has spanned 1,000 years. This is a nation built not on mountains or vast plains, but on reclaimed land, on sheer willpower pressed into the form of dikes, polders, and the monumental delta works. It's a landscape shaped by human ingenuity, a testament to the idea that with enough vision and cooperation, you can literally build your own world. This constant, quiet struggle against the elements has forged the Dutch character: pragmatic, innovative, direct, and deeply resilient. We've seen this spirit reflected everywhere. It's in the golden gables of Amsterdam, reaching for the sky on narrow plots of land. It's in the mirrored facades of Rotterdam's architecture, defiantly modern and forever looking forward. It's in the quiet dignity of the windmills at Kinderdijk, still standing as symbols of a bygone technology that saved a nation. From the meticulously planned cities to the wild, windswept coasts, the Netherlands is a country of beautiful, functional dualities. But beyond the grand narratives of engineering and art, the true soul of the Netherlands reveals itself in smaller, more intimate moments. It's found in the untranslatable concept of, it's not just coziness, it's a feeling of warmth, conviviality, and contentment. It's the amber glow of a traditional brown cafe on a rainy afternoon. It's the shared laughter with friends over a simple meal. It's the profound sense of well-being that comes from a quiet bike ride through the countryside, with nothing but the wind and the horizon for company. This journey taught me that the Netherlands isn't a postcard of cliches. It's a living, breathing design for life. It's a society that has decided, consciously, to prioritize human-scale living, community, and the simple joy of movement. It's a place that invites you to slow down, to look closer, to appreciate the elegance of a well-designed bridge, the comfort of a well-brewed coffee, and the freedom of a bicycle. It challenges you to be direct, to be open, and to find beauty in order and simplicity. This journey was my discovery of a nation's quiet confidence. But every journey is personal. What will yours be? Will you get lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the Jordaan, chase the sunset along the North Sea coast, or find a masterpiece in a silent gallery that feels like it was painted just for you? My hope is that you don't just see the Netherlands, but that you experience it. Rent the bike, try the raw herring, brave the rain. Find your own moment of. If this story resonated with you, and you'd like to join more explorations like this, please consider liking this video and subscribing. Your support is what makes these journeys possible. More importantly, I would love to hear from you. What part of the Netherlands calls to you? Or where in the world should our next adventure take us? Let me know in the comments below. The Netherlands teaches us that with enough ingenuity and a good bicycle, you can not only hold back the sea, but build a world of profound beauty and quiet joy. Until next time, thank you for watching, and keep exploring.